It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. A first down carry by Elliott. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes,
come on, garbage
tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game.
Come on, that's a peak,
in your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Good shit, Jay.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from CeeDee Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott going to do it himself. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one is
what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Dallas. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you
three fucking drops
all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones on 1st down. That's caught by Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley.
Come on, bro. You can't hold the block.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Jones able to find Galladay. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point try good by Gano. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
39 yards there, a big one.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Prescott from the gun. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Elliott pushes him over. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Marr on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and the pressure gets to him again. Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Who he throwing the ball to?
One that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Malik Hooker. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Down to about the 32. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On play action, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got taken it right down Broadway. The 30.
How the fuck y'all run into each other?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr on for the extra point.
Man, when I run that shit, I don't never get good for the block.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. With this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
GG, bro.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
Check them for a stick, bro. I'm for reading plays like a motherfucker. change that shit.